The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission will finalize issuance of tenders for purchase of electoral materials by the 31st of December amid tender wars that threaten to derail preparations for the upcoming 2022 polls. Acting CEO Marjan Hussain told the Senate Justice and Legal Affairs Committee that the tender award to a Greek firm was a huge bargain and that the company had the capacity to deliver on time. Chebukati reports that Chebukati was adamant about IEBC keeping off meetings of the Multi-Agency Consultative Forum on Election Preparedness. Take a listen.
Approximately 9 months to the polls, and the electoral body IEBC is warning that tender wars are likely to frustrate preparations for the 2022 elections. A tender awarded to a Greek firm, Inform Lykos, to print and supply ballot papers now stalled in the corridors of justice against IEBC's target of finalizing the award of tenders for supply of electoral materials by 31st December. Litigation arising from interest in the tenders, a major bottleneck. Despite the ongoing tussle over the multi-billion ballot papers tender, the Commission defended the award to the Greek firm in a session with the Senate Justice and Legal Affairs Committee.
The most responsive firm, and that is Inform Lykos, has given all the indications that they are a company that can be able to deliver for the purpose of the general election in accordance with the specifications that we sent.
He gave a figure of 22 shillings per ballot paper, but it's important that we compare that to 2017, where we were paying a cost of 118 shillings per ballot paper.
The elephant in the room, however, was IEBC's unexpected withdrawal from the Multi-Agency Consultative Forum on Election Preparedness over claims of interference.
You should also tell us whether you will consider joining the multi-sectoral forum on your preparedness to carry elections.
It doesn't have to be managed by a multi-agency task force, which is, we say, is not grounded in law.
Was he reporting or updating the multi-agency task force on the preparedness of the general election?
The recommendation is that report is that the Commission then will be reporting on some of our areas that touch on our mandate to this committee that was to be set up. And that's why we have an issue with the structure of that task force.
The United Democratic Alliance had also protested the composition of the multi-agency team, demanding the resignation of Chief Justice Martha Koome, who chairs it. IEBC also absolved itself from blame over voter apathy witnessed in the enhanced voter registration drive, which realized a paltry 1.5 million new voters against a target of 6 million.
We were having discussions with the youth, and many of them say they do not see the need of registering and the need of even participating in elections because they don't see any change in their lives and they don't see any meaningful contribution to the communities where they live.
Meanwhile, the diaspora voting bloc is set to increase as IEBC announced the inclusion of 7 more countries: the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Germany, South Sudan, United Arab Emirates, and Qatar, who will participate in the upcoming polls. Chebukati, Citizen TV.